What if I told you that Doctor Strange got so insanely powerful that with just a single thought, he could literally rewrite reality itself? Well, buckle up because this isn't your typical Sorcerer Supreme story. This is a tale of cosmic proportions where Strange takes on an enemy so terrifying that Thanos looks like a freaking kindergarten bully in comparison. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. Before we dive into the madness, let me introduce myself. I'm your host, here to take you on a wild ride through the most mind-bending stories from the multiverse. Think of me as your cosmic tour guide to the weird, the wonderful, and the WTF moments that make up the amazing world of comics. So join me, won't you, and get ready to explore the unimaginable. You never know what kind of crazy adventures we might stumble upon next. But hey, that's all part of the fun, right? But now it's time to turn our attention to a comic that's so off the beaten path, you might have missed it even exists. We're talking about Doctor Strange, Bien, published back in 2020. This comic is like that one weird, unsettling dream you can't quite remember, but it'll stick with you long after you wake up. Let me set the scene for you. We're in a world where the Vishanti have met their demise, Klee is gone, and Wong has taken his own life. It's like the worst day ever, but times infinity. Even the very concept of good and evil has been turned on its head. Now, here's the kicker. In this dark alternate reality, Strange has become the last sorcerer. But let me tell you, he's not your friendly neighborhood Doctor Strange anymore. Nah, this version of Strange is beyond broken. He's like the Joker mixed with the Hulk and a dash of pure evil. But why, you ask? Well, picture this. Strange is trapped inside the dark dimension with Dormammu. You know, that fiery demon overlord with a taste for interdimensional shenanigans. But hold on a second. Usually when Strange finds himself in a tight spot, he does that whole run around the room really fast thing to outsmart Dormammu and escape. You know, it's his signature move. But in this twisted reality, Strange ain't playing that game. No sir, he's gone full-blown sorcerer mode, and let me tell you, it's terrifying. In a moment of desperation, Strange decides to make a deal with the devil himself, Dormammu. And no, I'm not talking about selling his soul or anything cliche like that. Strange goes all out. He hands over everything, his past, present, and even future self, all to Dormammu. Talk about a power move, right? But trust me, it's about to get a whole lot crazier. With all of Strange's memories and potential now in Dormammu's grasp, he becomes the most powerful sorcerer the multiverse has ever seen. It's like the Sorcerer Supreme steroids. He's got access to spells and abilities he never even knew existed. One minute he's fending off attacks from the likes of Nightmare and the Hood, and the next he's literally reshaping the fabric of reality itself. It's mind-boggling, seriously. And here's where things get really messed up. Strange's demonic side starts taking over. With the combined powers of him and Dormammu, they start rewriting the laws of physics and reality as they please. It's like having two of the most powerful beings in the multiverse team up to create their own fun little playground. But there's a catch. Their idea of fun involves a lot of destruction and chaos. Imagine this. The laws of physics suddenly go out the window. Gravity does a vanishing act. Time stands still. And matter just decides to poof out of existence. That's the kind of stuff we're dealing with here. It's a total mind warp, and I wouldn't be surprised if it gave you a wicked headache trying to wrap your head around it. The comic throws in some pretty unexpected twists too. For instance, Strange's nemesis, Nightmare, all of a sudden becomes his ally. And let me tell you, it's a pretty odd partnership. Then there's the Hood, who switches sides faster than you can say betrayal. It's like a game of cosmic musical chairs, but with higher stakes. Now, you might be wondering, wait, if Strange is supposed to be the last sorcerer, how is he fighting alongside other sorcerers? Well, buckle up, because things are about to get even weirder. Remember that whole giving away his past, present, and future selves thing? Yeah, it's coming back to bite him, or maybe it's helping him. Who knows? At this point, Strange's powers have grown so vast and chaotic that he is literally pulling different versions of himself into this twisted reality. It's like a sorcerer's all-you-can-eat buffet of alternate dimensions. We've got Strange from Earth 616, the main Marvel continuity. We've got Zombie Strange from Earth 2149. Ah yes, the zombie apocalypse meets magical mayhem. Then there's Strange from Earth 833, who's been fused with the Scarlet Witch. Oh, and let's not forget Strange from Earth 11638, who's teamed up with none other than Galactus, the Devourer of Worlds. Yeah, you heard that right. Now, if you're scratching your head trying to figure out how all this makes sense, don't worry, I am too. But that's kind of the point, isn't it? This comic is like a fever dream, a sorcerer's fever dream. So it's supposed to be all messed up and confusing. At this point, Strange is literally rewriting reality with just a thought. He's bending time without the time stone, which, by the way, Thanos went through half the universe to collect. Strange is snapping demons out of existence and making planets do his bidding. It's like a toddler with a crayon, except instead of drawing pictures, he's creating new universes. Now, I know what you're thinking. Surely someone, somewhere is going to put a stop to this, right? Wrong. In this twisted reality, there's no one who can stop Strange. He's the ultimate sorcerer, the unrivaled master of the mystic arts. He's basically the love child of Gandalf and God, but with a slightly more questionable fashion sense. So with all this power at his fingertips, what does Strange do next? Well, brace yourself, because he is about to take on an enemy so powerful that Thanos would need to change his pants. Are you ready? Feast your eyes on the embodiment of oblivion. Yep, we're talking about the literal personification of nothing, a being whose mere existence threatens to wipe out everything, including the concept of everything. Just imagine the void of space, endless and utterly devoid of any form or substance. That's what we're dealing with here. This entity predates the universe, existing before time itself. It's the antithesis of creation, the opposite of existence. In the grand scheme of things, this enemy is the ultimate challenge for Strange, a test of his will and power on a cosmic scale. To defeat something that represents the absence of everything, Strange has to dig deep into the core of existence itself. It's like playing cosmic chess with the fate of the multiverse hanging in the balance. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. Surely Strange doesn't stand a chance against something that embodies the concept of nothing, right? Well, here's the beautiful thing about fiction. Anything can happen, even a sorcerer supreme beating oblivion at its own game. Strange, in his infinite wisdom, or maybe just plain stubbornness, decides to take the fight straight to oblivion's doorstep. He doesn't try to reason with it, bargain with it, or beg for mercy. Nope. He charges in headfirst, fists flying, ready to give oblivion a piece of his mind, literally. As the battle rages, the very fabric of reality starts to tear apart. The laws of physics go out the window, and the boundaries between dimensions become blurry. It's a wild ride, let me tell you, and definitely not for the faint of heart. In the end, Strange pulls off a victory so epic that it'll leave you questioning the very nature of existence. I won't spoil it for you, but let's just say that sometimes the greatest weapon against nothingness is the will to exist. And hey, if you found this journey through the multiverse as thrilling as I did, do me a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe for more, and leave a comment below with your thoughts. Who knows? Maybe one day your ideas will find their way into the multiverse too. Until then, keep exploring the cosmic oddities with me. Who knows where our adventures might take us next?